Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. This time it's going to be something a little bit different. Let's just call this the Postseason Walk and Talk, even though I'm sitting on my butt. You know, this loss really stinks. I think I said that yesterday, but let's just get into this a little bit. It's apparent to everyone that there's some issues on the offensive side of the ball, whether it's play calling, performance, preparation. Fans, when they get disgruntled, they want blood. They want blood. They want Courtney Messingham's head. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Chris Kleiman's going to remove his best friend from being offensive coordinator, but I might be wrong. In fact, I would probably have some major changes on the offensive side of the ball. Now, I tweeted about this after the game, and I wasn't real clear, so let's get into this a little bit. I don't mind this offensive scheme. I think it's good. I think it will work at this level. But the execution, the application of it is tragically bad. You can't put guys out there and expect them to run plays that almost assuredly cannot work against the defense that has been deployed against it. You throw against a thin box and you run into a stuffed box, meaning number of players at the line of scrimmage if you're the defense. They seemed to do it repeatedly. When they got the right numbers, they could make things happen. But I didn't see them adjusting to what was on the other side of the ball. Now, Deuce Vaughn said after the game that he couldn't make the change. The Wildcat call was the Wildcat call, and he had to run it even if it made no sense. That's coaching. That's horrific. I don't understand that one iota. It's time to be blunt. And I've stayed away from this through the season because it is the season. And I know they have a bowl game to go, but bowl games are bonuses. And I'll get into where I think where the bowl game will be in the future. But I'll just put it out there this way. If there's not changes to how this team is prepared, how this program recruits, how this program conducts its business in so many ways, Chris Kleiman will fail. Period. He's good enough to succeed, but the way things are being used right now, his resources are being used, he will fail. Next year is enormous. They are hitting the cycle of players now that alarmed me in the recruiting process. Now, we told you as Bill Snyder wound down that recruiting had dropped off. These guys are going to be the upperclassmen next year, for the most part. When you look at guys like Deuce and Will Howard, who played as true freshmen, were recruited by this coaching staff, they will be juniors. But the other juniors, the ones that redshirted, those are Snyder recruits. And they don't have a lot of depth at the top of this roster for next year. So they're going to have to be in the portal. They're going to have to do a lot of things with the transfer portal. They're going to have to be very successful. In fact, I don't think they have enough resources assigned to the transfer portal to give them the kind of success that they really need in terms of this football team's future. They need to find a way to use this offense that will benefit them greatly, that will make it so much easier for them to get plays on the field that are effective. For God's sakes, throw the ball to the tight end once in a while. This offense is designed. You've got a coach completely assigned to the H-backs, the fullbacks and tight ends, and yet you don't use them in the offense. I'm not big on the fullback handoff, but it's good once in a while. And maybe Jack Stanine would have been better running into a stuffed defensive front than little Deuce Vaughn. Well, Deuce didn't stand a chance on that. He's elusive. He's quick. He gets under. But if there's a mass of bodies, he can't push a pile. Get the ball down the field to the tight end. 3rd and 2, don't throw it, or 4th and 2, don't throw it out in the flat. Throw it to the sticks, beyond the sticks. Because Will Howard wasn't inaccurate with those throws. Quarterbacks aren't fully prepared. I thought the fact that they came down here without another running back prepared since Joe Irvin couldn't play and probably is going into the portal. I'm just telling you right now. Don't be surprised when it happens. He's not going to see the field with Deuce Vaughn over the course of his career. He wants out and go someplace where he can see the ball. Maybe Jacardi get right will be the same way. And I'll have another daily delivery from here before we leave about the transfer portal and what I think it's doing to college football. It's really not about K-State. Now, K-State finished the season 7-5. They'll go to a bowl game. Might be a better bowl than what you expect for 7-5. I don't think it'll be the Liberty Bowl. Keep an eye on the playoffs and the New Year's Six bowls to see how many teams get into those bowls from the Big 12. That is the big question. It's possible to get in 3, but that all is predicated on what happens in Bedlam down in Stillwater. Appreciate you subscribing to GoPowercat. Appreciate you subscribing to our YouTube channel. We'll keep telling the truth, and I hope you keep listening.